んにちは。こんにちは。こんにちは。はーい。
Hello. Welcome. We're back with hopefully the end of Dot Hack today. Evening, Lansley. Greetings, Lojo. Welcome. I'm going to take some medication before we start. I've been having teeth problems again. The pain has come up on pretty much the entire left side of my mouth. So yeah, talking and eating and all that has been a fun adventure. The punny part of your brain is malfunctioning. That's okay. I have to figure out how to take medicine without letting anything actually touch the teeth. Oh, that bit touched the teeth. Okay. Luckily though, if I just like keep the mouth closed and massage it a little bit, it stops hurting fairly quickly. Apologies for being a little bit late. Today I was sleeping because I have one of those headaches where things squeeze in my head, make my head hurt. Yeah. I figured we'll be good to come in and finish Dot Hack Outbreak because this game has just been dragging on. We need to get into quarantine. And we've only got 3 more areas that I need to go visit. You see, you woke up with an insane neck ache? Oh, I hate when that happens. You had to use your heat pad during a heat wave. Ooh, that's even worse. But your hip pops so your leg is no longer numb and on fire. That is good. There is still the grunty race, but I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get an S in the grunty race. It's not terribly high up on my list. So we've got the two more bonus areas. So they're both on the back of the Dot Hack Sign DVD number 6, Terminus. And then we've got the Super Boss at the end. The big eye in the sky thingy that we've been seeing all throughout the zones. But after that, yeah, we should be good. That would be the end of Dot Hack Outbreak. Yeah. Well, I hope your neck ache is feeling better today, Lansley. That would be awesome. And I'm glad your leg is better too. Yeah. Get the menu music. All good today for the first time in a couple of weeks. Awesome. That is awesome. Hopefully I can make your day even better for the next few hours as I get through the rest of Dot Hack Outbreak. It's probably only gonna be like an hour or 2, maybe 3. And then I've got a whole bunch of stuff I've got to do after the stream is over to hopefully improve the stream even more. And then I've also got the whole beginning of the month bills thing to figure out. because it's at the beginning of the month again. We're already in August. Hopefully things will be clearing up. Good news on the food front. The food stamps are in. Yay, head bats. So we do have food stamps coming in. I was right again that they reduced it again. They reduced it from 190 down to 170. Yeah, months have a yeah, they do have a tendency to start sadly. Oh, hi. Oh, pie. They do have a tendency to start sadly. Yes. Well, as per usual, we know that we're going to have written power squared away. The phones are already off again. I haven't received the letter from the insurance yet, but I'm sure I'm going to. As per usual, normal monthly things. They gave Nari Mom a nebulizer, and a guy came here and delivered it personally and showed us how to set it up, but they never sent her the medicine for the nebulizer. I'm like, okay. Like, where is nebulizer medicine? The 31st is your birthday, so it ends on a high? Happy early birthday. Genius medicine, yes. Send out the machine. Don't send the medicine with it, because who needs medicine? Just, you know, turn it on and let it blow air. The air that's already in the room, very slightly filtered. Have a starfall. Starfall. Now you have to jump for those stars. When I can spawn them in like slightly lower so that they're all over the place, but these stars all spawn at the max height. Doot 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 doot. Doot 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 doot. See, I can put them lower so that you hit them when you go up and down. Alrighty. Big gifting. Lansley, are you gifting things again? Lansley is always being gifty. Ooh, that's nice. That's the wrong thing. Also, I saw that you got your mug. Is it good? Is it good quality? Is it a nice mug? What am I doing? That's not what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Ah, cool. Okay, so you contributed to the car booster thing. Yes, what I'm having to do with the car is every time I park it, I have to unplug, like disconnect one of the battery leads. And then when I come back out to the car, I have to put the battery lead back on, then I can start the car. And then when I park it, I have to get out, I have to disconnect the battery again. It is annoying. I meant to put this at the up near the top of the list because we are lacking cat litter for Morris. I'm hoping to get that squared away on it's very smooth. The glaze is thick enough to not have bumps where the sticker's ink are. Ah. So we'll pop up on that, and this, and this, and this. That is good. I'm glad that it seems like it's a high quality mug. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't feel like that weird glazy feel. It's like smooth and like mug-like. You know, sometimes people glaze things and it feels like a glaze on it. Very glassy smooth. Nice. Glassy smooth is nice. Yeah. I need to get on it for more merch. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like a Josh Slimy. Yeah. You have no idea what ounces size are, so it's a bit of a guess on the size. Yeah, explaining the whole measurement system that they use here in the United States is a little bit strange because it's the standard system that is used here is half unique measurements to the standard system, like ounces and cups and whatnot. But then it's also half the metric system. Human by ounces of a can of drink, hence a big spoon. Yeah. It's a weird system that they use with that because, like, we have gallons, but we also have liters, and so we work that in. We have cups, but we also have pints. Like, we have ounces, but we also have milliliters. And these things are used in conjunction with each other. It's like I think it's 16 ounces is 1 cup, and then 4 cups is like a liter or something like that. And like a liter and like a cup is like a gallon, or it's like 4 cups is a gallon, something like that. Let's liquid cooking conversions. Here we go. I want to see this chart. 1 tablespoon is 3 teaspoons. 4 cups is 1 quart, or 2 pints, which is 32 fluid ounces. A half cup is 8 tablespoons. An eighth of a cup is 2 tablespoons. 1 cup is half a pint. 16 cups is 1 gallon, or 4 quarts, or 8 pints. And they don't mention liters here, but we use liters as well because a lot of our drink sizes are in liters. Because we have like 16-liter drinks, 16-ounce drinks, 20-ounce drinks, and then we have a 1 liter, and then we have a 2 liter, and then we have gallons. The US has built nothing coherent into its sizing structure. But that's not letting you Brits off easy either, because your money system is just as bad as ours is. And I think J.K. Rowling did a very good job of making fun of it in Harry Potter with the nuts, sickles, and galleons, the currency that they use, because it's like 17 sickles to a nut and 19 nuts to a galleon. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about the way a currency system works. The reason you use liters is so you don't realize you're being scammed by the gallon. Yep. That sounds like an argument for gasoline being measured in liters rather than gallons. Because over here, gasoline is measured by the gallons, but then it's paid for by the gas station by the barrel, which is measured by the liter. Yeah, it's all confusing. Pre-decimal currency was wonky as hell. Plus, you guys have multiple names for different coins in your currency. And Canada does too. Canada is also really bad about that. They have one coin that has like 3 different names to it. Did you know that the currency in Canada is actually called the loonie? Fun facts. It's odd that the thing that makes the most sense about measurement systems in the United States is the currency, because we had 1, 5, 10, 50, and $1. I'm like, okay, that actually makes a bit of sense. We don't have any like odd amounts here. Like we can understand, but now we don't have pennies anymore. So that's a weird thing. The United States is no longer minting the penny. Did you see the Canadian politician in Parliament? I was reading off his statement, including the chat GPT. Let me know if you want to make it so. I didn't, but I've seen a lot of people do that. And like, it doesn't even surprise me anymore, because we have a generation of adults in the millennials where a good half of them can't read. And then we have a new generation, their children, the Alpha generation, where none of them can read. I've not met anybody from Gen Alpha that knows how to actually read. So that kind of stuff doesn't surprise me at all. Especially like with here in the United States, like, oh my gosh. Like, just the amount of stupidity that is here is blowing my mind. Cause I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and I pointed out, like, I'm gonna call it as it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat around people being stupid. Like, if you're stupid, I'm gonna call you stupid. And the thing is, stupidity is a choice, right? So, like, let's take flat earthers, for example. We know the earth is not flat. Like, we have empirical evidence proving that the earth is not flat. It's an oblate spheroid. We know the exact size and shape of it. We have known the exact size and shape of the earth for the last 5,000 years. This is not new information. The stupidity is based on decolonizing it. Yeah, so like if you think that the earth is flat, you fall into one of two categories. You are either ignorant or you are stupid. Now, if you're ignorant, that just means you don't know. We can fix that. We can fix ignorant. We can educate you. We can show you the evidence. We can show you when we figured out the earth was round, how we figured it out without satellites. We can show you pictures, live pictures of the earth from space. We have them. Look, if you're ignorant, we can fix that. That just means you haven't learned everything yet. And then you can go on to be a prosperous member of society. But if you reject the evidence, then you are stupid. That is a choice that you are making to be stupid. And I'm not going to sugarcoat the fact that you're stupid because stupid is an insult. No, you are choosing to be an active cancer to the rest of society with your stupidity. It is a choice that you are making, and I am not going to sugarcoat that. If you are a flat earther, you are either ignorant or you are stupid. If you're an anti-vaxxer, you are either ignorant or you are stupid. If you don't believe in climate change, you are either ignorant or you are stupid. You fall into one of these two categories. Willful ignorance is stupidity. That's what that is. And like, people say that I'm being politically incorrect by calling these people stupid. I'm like, no, they are stupid. This is what stupidity is. It is choosing to be willfully ignorant of things. That is stupidity. That's what that is. I'm never going to sugarcoat that. So, like, if you come to me trying to tell me that the moon landings were fake, you are either ignorant or you are stupid. That's what it is. And the more we sugarcoat it, the more we let people get away with being stupid. And it is actively hurting our society. See, I don't think stupid is inherent, because there are people that are more intelligent than other people, but everybody can be educated. Stupid is where you're rejecting the education. You are choosing to be ignorant of something or just choosing the wrong answer. And it doesn't matter whether it's a religious reason or a political reason. None of that matters. That willful ignorance, that choosing, is stupidity. And you should be labeled as an idiot. Like, they should put that, if you're believing something like that and you get caught, they should immediately, like, put that in your record. This person is displaying stupidity. And I think the people that do that should be banned from any kind of public office or teaching position. If you think the earth is flat, you should not be let within, like, 50 feet of a teaching position. Unless you're, like, in the classroom. But, like, if you think climate change is wrong, if you think the moon landings are a hoax, if you think the earth is flat, if you think vaccines cause autism, you should be banned from teaching. You should be banned from taking public office. If it's considered white hair, it needs to be removed from education, including allowing medicine men magic from African tribes to be considered legit. Some of the stuff that those tribes figured out thousands of years ago works. A lot of it doesn't. But that's another one. Modern medicine. there's a really interesting study that's being done, and I know about this because Veritasium did a video on it last week. How many heartbeats does a mammal get? Oh yeah, that kind of stuff is stupid. But like on the topic of medicine, how many heartbeats does a mammal get? And it turns out it's pretty universal across the entire range of mammals, with the exception of one, that a mammal gets roughly 1 billion heartbeats, and then they die. It takes roughly 1 billion heartbeats for your heart to cause enough damage to itself that it dies. This holds true for whales and elephants, the same way it holds true for cats and dogs, and mice and hamsters. All these animals have vastly different lifespans. They live for way different periods of time, but what they have in common is that their heart beats about 1 billion times and then they die. With mice, they have such shorter lifespans because their hearts beat faster than an elephant's does, which is why an elephant lives so much longer. But the number of beats is the same. Like, we're talking between 900 million and 1 billion beats, and then they die. That seems to be universal for mammals, with the exception of one: humans. We have about 3 times as many heartbeats in our lifetimes now as every other mammal on the planet. And this is not a universal thing that has always been true about humans. It's only been true in the last 100 to 150 years that our lifespans have doubled and tripled over what other mammals have. And what we have to think for that is modern medicine. That's what we have that the rest of the mammals don't have. And how do we know it's modern medicine? Because animals born in captivity live longer than animals born in the wild. Like, the averages are longer. What do animals in captivity have that wild animals do not? Medicine. Like, we know it works. We have proof that medicine is making us live longer. And then there's still people out there that say, no, medicine is a hoax. No, it's not. Yeah, and they don't have the stress of survival, which does stress your heart and systems. But, like, overall, like, on the averages, animals in captivity live about twice as long as animals in the wild do. Like, when you filter out survival stresses and whatnot, animals that are given medical treatment and treated when they have injuries live longer, just like humans do. Yeah, and like, that's, if you want to know what modern medicine does, that's it. That's what modern medicine does. It is making us live longer. And humans are still not at the potential that they could be, because studying the human body, we realize that right now our lifespan is 80 to 100 years, which is about half the possible lifespan of a human body. Like, if medicine continues to increase and get better, our lifespans could double from what they currently are right now. Like, there's no reason that a human shouldn't be able to live to about 200 before all of the autonomical functions of the body start to fail. There's some really interesting science being done here. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for people who want to say that science is fake or not real. No, you're just an idiot. And if it's ignorance, we can fix that. But if the ignorance doesn't fix it, then you're just stupid. And if you don't want to be called stupid, then don't be stupid, stupid. Yeah. A lot of people don't like my take on that. I mean, you shouldn't call people stupid. I'm like, well, they shouldn't be stupid. Like, stupidity is a choice. If you don't want to be called stupid, then don't be stupid. It reminds me of a rant. I saw a rant that a guy went on in one of those little TikToks. He's like, I think it's crazy that we have anger management, but we don't have stupidity management. I can't be mad, but they get to be dumb. That's very unfair. Especially because 99% of the time when I get mad, it's because somebody's doing something stupid. So they're just walking around as obtuse as they want to be, but it's a bunch of nagging and finger wagging when I say something about it. Nah. I still remember that because it's hilarious. I should do that as a short, as a YouTube short. I don't get to be mad, but they get to be dumb. That's very unfair. Oh. Alrighty. I think we're at the end of things to talk about. Unless you guys would like to suggest something else to chat about. I think we can pop back into .hack. Let me hit the button here to do this, and then do this, and then we got, yay, full screen. I'm going to move this off of the screen like a professional streamer. When it comes to super bits, the one with that singer who asked her husband, is chicken and tuna the same thing? Well, tuna is like the chicken of the sea. I'm reminded of that skit where the guy's like, which is heavier, a ton of bricks or a ton of a pound of bricks or a pound of feathers, right? And he's like, of course, it's a pound of bricks. And the people that were with him were like, no, they're the same. And then the next scene, like yeah, we're gonna look this up. I know it's a skit.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It's a skit, but there really are people that are this obtuse.
I've got a question for you. What's heavier, a kilogram of steel or a kilogram of feathers? That's right, it's a kilogram of steel, because steel is heavier than feathers. What do you mean?
They're both a kilogram.
But steel's heavier than feathers.
I know, but they're both a kilogram.
What?
True, Lemmy is Scottish.
Doesn't prove anything. Steel's heavier than feathers.
I know, but look, they're both a kilogram, right? So they're the same.
I wouldn't want to look at the size of this. That's cheating.
No, they're the same
no,
weight.
it's a kilogram.
The steel's heavier than the feathers. Paul gonna tell them?
They're right. They're both a kilogram.
Oh no, you are not.
What is it you don't get?
John,
Are you alright?
don't get it.
It's all
Hey,
right.
don't worry about it.
Get it.
Yeah. That. I love Lemmy Show. Lemmy Show is awesome. I know it's a skip. There are legit people that I would even say that is like uneducated. That's not like willfully being stupid. That's you know, okay, we need to educate to fix that particular kind of problem. Maybe not in Lemmy's case, but you know. But yeah, like I've seen that kind of thing happen, like IRL to people, where I can just, like, I can look at people's face and tell that our education system has completely failed them because they're unable to do even the most basic of calculations or anything. And it's not just geography, because I see a lot of people point it out with geography all the time. It's like, oh, Americans are bad at geography. Like, you don't know where the Netherlands is, or Germany, or like Slovakia. You can't point to these countries on a map. Well, you know, to be fair, if I go to Europe and ask them to identify states in the United States, y'all ain't getting that shit right either. Like, it's not a matter of one side or another being uneducated when it comes to geography. It's about them being educated about the part of the world that they're in. Yeah. Because if I go to the average European or the average American and I ask them to name the countries in the middle of South America, ain't neither side getting that right. Because yeah, they'll say, oh, that's Brazil and that's Chile and that's Argentina. All right, what's the country between Brazil and Chile? What's the name of the country that's between Brazil and Chile? Oh. Suddenly everybody's got nothing. and there are a bunch of countries open a new tab. And since independence, you don't need to care about the colonies. If I pull it up right there, the country between Brazil and Chile is Bolivia. I bet that most of the people never would have even thought that Bolivia was in South America. It sounds like a country that would be in Africa. I've had people say that they thought Bolivia was in Africa. There are a whole bunch of countries in South America. And people know Argentina because it's a big one, Brazil because it's most of the continent, Chile because they're like super famous. But you've heard of Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, Paraguay, Guyana, like French Guiana. Like French people would probably get this area right. You've heard of these countries, but pinpointing them on a map when you don't live in that area is not an easy thing. And I've seen people point out, oh, well, you don't know where any of the countries in Europe are, so you're stupid. But you can reverse that on Europeans about knowing which states in the United States are where. And even now, though, a lot of Americans are trying to step up to that line and they don't even know where different states are or what their names are. I've seen people fail the question, can you name a country that starts with the letter U? I've seen Americans fail that. And I say Americans as not just US citizens, but Canadians and Mexicans as well. When I say Americans, I'm including everybody in North America. I've seen it across the gamut that people cannot name a country that starts with the letter U, even though one of the most powerful countries in the world starts with the letter U, the United States. Yeah. So, I am simultaneously saying no, it's not like that, but yes, it is like that. Anywho, back to the world. What is Obama's last name? Obama? I mean, yeah. Should move the cursor off of that. So, we are in the middle of the end game. We did about half of the end game stuff last time. I guess if you're in Japan, you would say his last name is Barack because they switch the names and put the surname first. Let's see if it remembered how bad it does. I'm still in danger. Okay, so we're going to add Black Rose to the party and Wise Man to the party. Because they are our end game. When they ask people on the street, that's a common thing they don't know. That Obama's his last name.
Why, hello there.
That doesn't surprise me, to be honest. Okay. Sigma Entwined. I'm going to start at the bottom of the list and go up. We're looking for Entwined, Prejudiced, Chaos. Entwined, Prejudiced, Chaos. You watch, this one's going to be at the top. Sigma, Entwined, Prejudiced, Chaos. This is an area that's found on the back of the Dot Hack Sign DVD number 6, Terminus. Alright, we're gonna go this way.
Mushroom.
And
Mushroom.
mushroom. Is that the dungeon right there? Did a battle started? And Wise Man has disappeared. No, dungeon is right here. Aha. Classroom. I miss the context of, that's the wrong button. I miss the context of classroom. Baby's investigating the map. Okay. Are these gonna be all data bugs as well? Hopefully not.
Calamity.
Yarskin roof.
Calamity.
Okay, looks like I'm on item detail.
Givacton.
Okay, skills and Wise Man is on first aid.
Calamity.
And we will just beat down the hand of God. Oh, what the mushroom is saying. Yeah. Classroom.
Calamity.
Alright. Everybody on first aid. Let's get some strengthening skills up here, and I have strengthening skills now.
Redeem. Redeem. Up top. Redeem. Outrun. Updo.
Okay. Items. Okay.
Calamity. Calamity.
Nice to have some normal monsters in here that aren't data bugs, so that my my infection isn't climbing through the roof.
Calamity.
Yeah. Wise man on the heels. Okay, or just charm everybody to death. Random game over because infinite charm. You have to beat monsters without using data drain. Make me watch the whole animation. Alrighty, I'm gonna take a quick little break and I will be right back. Alrighty, we're back. And we're back to where we were before. Right. So we're warping back to the field for attempt number 2. Hopefully this time, the whole party doesn't just get charmed to death.
Mushroom.
Mushroom. Alright, oh, and this is... Wiseman is already fucking dead. This is gonna be one of those dungeons where there are enemies everywhere that can just one-shot the entire party. So getting through it is going to be luck. I hate when people do that kind of stuff in game design. It's just... it never feels good. Okay.
Rigging. Up top. Rigging. Up top. Rigging.
Okay. Oh. And... Berry Orb. That was only the second room that we found that.
Calamity.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me with these people? Now, only do first aid. That's the only thing I want both of you to do. Oh my god. I want to know how the fucking tank is a better healer than the wizard. Like, wise man, for real, you're being out healed by a heavy blade. It seems like the AI for Wiseman has just completely fucking stopped. Heal. Now I gave you the command like 20 times. Heal. Yeah, Wise Man isn't doing anything. If I die in one of the next fights here because Wiseman isn't doing things, I'm going to swap him out for Balmung, because, like, honestly, if he's not going to heal, there's no reason to have him in the party. Wiseman in name, not in nature.
Jutsat. Ola Rep.
Okay. Okay, camera. I've noticed that enemies seem to be programmed to walk towards the camera and then stand behind the camera more. Okay. Okay. A whole bunch of like nothing happening on this floor.
Hey everybody, have a good stream!
Nari Mom says hi. Chat says hi. Okay. A nice floor with no monsters. Okay, going down. What we got here? One fight room right here. And a data bug. So you guys get on the first aid and I will...
Rip main. Ola Rep. Ola Rep. Ola Rep. Ola Rep.
Okay.
Ola Rep. Ola Rep.
Alright, now just the data bug. Hey, Black Rose leveled up. Nice.
Ola Rep.
Oh. It's still in the warning section. Alright. We'll run up here and grab this box, but I'm not going to go into that top room. I don't want to get in a double fight where they could spawn 6 enemies like the ones I just fought. I think that would probably be bad. So we'll just skip it. Invisible egg. A lot of green call happening. All right. Going down. Okay. So it looks like we're gonna have at least 2 fights before we... And 3 data bugs. Okay. Yeah, especially since I gotta data drain all of them. Wiseman is not coming on the next mission. I'm replacing him with Balmung, like for sure. He has proven he is unable to even keep himself alive.
Are you the green guy?
No, the green guys are the bad guys. Because we have a healer who is stupid. But thanks for the critique. Okay, now I have to get Wiseman alive again. Right. And data drain. Moomin Lay is cast on all.
Y'all have a good stream.
Narimon has come to critique the stream and then leave. Okay, the god statue over there to the left, but those individual rooms to the right might also contain something.
Hey, you also forgot to tell him that your mom said you're losing. He's beating your butt.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Ricky! Up top! Ricky! Up top! Ricky! Up top! Up run!
All right. Two more potential fights in here.
Or Juxat.
This guy first.
Givacton.
And then first aid while we take out the data bug.
Olarep.
Data drain. Okay.
Olarep. Olarep.
Okay, we're gonna go clear the god statue first. But in the specialty dungeons, those little off rooms there that only have one item in them could also have important like gear and stuff. Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard when Nari Mom walked in here, she walked over and she's like, "Are you the green guy?" And I'm like, "No." And she's like, "Oh, well, you're getting your butt kicked." Like, thanks.
Yeah?
Thanks for the critique. Like Kokoro, that sounds interesting. That could be important.
Invisible egg.
That is true. But she may be watching the stream for the other room, so don't mention chicken because there's no chicken fun at the moment. Okay, we're going to Sprite Ocarina. Sprite Ocarina. I don't know why the Macarena just popped into my head when I said Sprite Ocarina, but it did. Okay, step 1, sell. Step 2, store. Step 3, save. A level 43 rare weapon, level 42 rare weapon. The attack. Aruba, Jamaica, oh, I wanna take ya. Okay, we're not gonna sell the Kokoro, but we're not going to be using them. A level 50 weapon for a heavy blade, that might be important. Level 49 for a long arm. I think we will sell that, and we will sell that, and the Spectre blades, we can sell those. And we got a bunch of the leaf blights. Wood sprites, we can sell that. Hangman, lovers, the moon. What's green call? Ooh, a level 2 wood summon. Okay, and then to storage. Actually, we're gonna give that sword to Black Rose because it's an improvement of what she's got. Oh, hey,
Yeah?
Black Rose.
What's up?
You can have this.
You sure I can really have this?
What's it look like? Smiling blade. What's smiling blade look like? Rose. Oh, it's a big flashy blade. Okay, we're going to store some items. Store that. I've got more than one smiling blade. Okay. Those will be good trades for the next time. Peace Bane. Okay. And now. Save. Ha. Okay. Now, Wiseman kinda redeemed himself there at the end.
Quite a worthwhile.
But I think Balmung. Balmung will handle. I need to have the chats open over here in case people pops into the chats. Okay. New keyword. Sigma tested. Where is tested? Tested. I don't see tested. Did I get the thing wrong? Did I write down the wrong keyword? This turbulent tested. There it is. I'm like, did I write down the wrong keyword? Been trying to figure out how to remotely activate your camera for the merch photos you have in mind, and always come up with hundreds of pounds worth of equipment. And I just found my cheapo Bluetooth button for my projector, and it works. Nice. Morphian. Tested Morphian alchemy. Sigma tested Morphian alchemy. Just need the costume. Okay, let's see if Balmung performs better than Wiseman did. Okay, dungeon should be in a thiswardly direction. Who would make a statue of a woman hitting a man with a handbag? I mean, okay. That's a thing. Aptorv. Nice. You hold to the camera, adds 10 pounds, maybe 50. Okay, strengthen.
Rigging! Abforma! Rigging! Abforma! Rigging!
Just with Balmung having Regan as one of his abilities is awesome. Okay. Looks like there's gonna be a bunch of stuff in here for us to pick up. Vorma, which we already had. Gaia spell. Stone call. Okay, another fight in here. Okay. Nice. That went a lot better than it did with Wiseman. We we will be bringing Balmung for the last fight, that is for sure. I was already planning on bringing Balmung for the last fight anyway, because if it's anything like the other super bosses, you need to let your party fight them, and you just stand back and throw items at everybody.
Golden egg.
Golden egg. Eh. I love the way they scream when you pick them up. Eh. Bum 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 bum. Stone storm. Okay. One fight, and we're down to the next floor. That is pretty good. I should probably use the fairy's orb here. Okay, lots of fights on this floor, but it looks like there's a whole side over there I don't even need to go to. Bam.
Golden egg.
All right. Hit a bug. Okay. Booyah. First stage. Oh, that's Black Rose with Rig Same. And she no longer has Aptorb. Ah. Okay. Danger. Okay, now skills. You cannot hurt me. Nice. Super long hallway room. Okay.
Rep. 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 Rep.
All right. First aid.
Rep.
I keep getting all these blades. Are these anywhere near 49 weapon? I feel like that's going to be an improvement over the Lady Killers. But the Lady Killers are what is giving me rigged game. I'm getting the actual ability to attack, but I'm losing rigged game. I think I'm going to keep the Lady Killers on for right now. Okay. Items. Fairy Orb. So we've got 2 mandatory fights on this floor. And one of them is a box. That is good. I am actually wearing a lot of lady gear. I have lady killers, I have lady's cap, I have lady's gloves, and I have lady's shoes. The bonus dungeons have been dropping the ladies' gear, and the ladies' gear is the best gear for Kite in this game. A lot of these other boxes in these rooms haven't been dropping all that great, but the GOT statues have been turning out the ladies' gear. I'm hoping that the last piece is in this dungeon. I think it is. Data bug, first aid. Oh yeah, all of the bonus dungeons have cool items and stuff.
Honey crack!
Okay. No box from that guy. Oh yeah, it's always worth going in the bonus dungeons if you have the keywords for them. Getting the keywords for the bonus dungeons is tricky. Because the keyword for this dungeon here, Sigma Tested Morphine Alchemy, is on the back of the Dot Hack Sign DVD number 6, Terminus. So that's the GOT statue up above. Oh, we're gonna have 4 fights on this floor. Okay.
Rigged. A forma. Rigged. A forma. Rigged.
Okay.
Brew crack. Brew crack.
That's the thing that charmed the whole party last time. Well, that first time, not last time. Okay, so we will first aid this guy. Okay. 1,000 experiences lost, level down. Well, I just lost a level on Kite. Yes, once data drain gets to this level, if you continue to use it after you're in the red danger zone, it can cast random things, it can destroy items in your inventory, it can remove experience from you or the party, it can cause an immediate game over. It does all kinds of stuff. The problem with these bonus dungeons is they didn't balance it, right? So they'll put a dungeon where there is a data bug in every room, and once you enter the room, you trigger the portal. When the portals trigger, you can't escape. You have to fight that monster. And if that monster is a data bug, you can't kill it without data draining it. And if every monster in the dungeon is a data bug or multiple data bugs, you've only got like 10 to 20 data drains before you're in the red zone and bad things start happening. So if every monster in the dungeon is a data bug, you're gonna hit that and be in the red zone before you're like halfway through the dungeon. Okay. Yeah, they didn't balance it. See, here's another data bug. And the problem with the data bugs is every time I use data drain now, I'm risking a game over.
Blue crack!
Okay. Nice.
Rigging!
Okay. Vampire blades. Life drain. Ooh. So I'm losing 2 attack to gain Terror Cyclone and Life Drain. So I think I'm going to be switching between the Lady Killers and the Vampire Blades. In fact, I think I'm just going to put on the Vampire Blades right now. Okay. One more enemy between now and the end of the dungeon. Hopefully not a data bug. It is a data bug. Oh yeah, Vampire Blade's already doing work. As long as this is not a game over. Another level down. Are you kidding me? Yes, feel free to clip that. Hopefully it's not a data bug. Okay, it's a data bug. Field's Deed. What is the Field's Deed? Okay. We have made it. We have made it through all of the bonus dungeons. Now, the only thing left is the big super boss. First, we're gonna sell. I'm gonna keep those, but we're gonna ditch this. In that. Keep that. We'll keep the level 2 stuff. 50, 60, 70, 80. Oh yeah, one of the data drains destroyed all of my restorative. That's why I didn't have that. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, now we're stocked up on the items that we need. And we're going to store. I'm gonna give one of those to Rose. Okay, she's already got the spirit dragon, so I will store that spirit dragon. Okay. Let's find all of these trade people's. Okay. Okay, he wants cooked bile for the tree beast. Do I have cooked bile? I do. Okay, so now I've got APs. I can give that to Rose because I think that's an improvement for what Rose had. Yeah. Okay, that person doesn't have anything. Rose, come back.
Yeah?
Okay.
Wow! How nice!
And Balmung is also heavy, right? Oh yeah, then I can definitely get one of the some of the heavy stuff I'm storing in here. Phoenix's fire. Okay. What you got, Alicia? Rare head armor. What do you want for the cat's hat? The 3-floor tower. Okay. This is what the 3-floor tower is good for. Nice. Okay. Where are the peoples?
How are you faring?
Belmong, I have a gift for you. This.
Thank you for such a rare item.
Okay, now Belmong is more powerful. There's not a lot of people in this town. Got level 3 magic right here though. Single radius. Okay, I'll sort with that. I'll sort with that after. Who are you? Cossack leader? What do you got? Nothing. Alright. I'm gonna jump to one of the other towns where hopefully I'll be able to find more people after I get this guy. Wing! Okay. Lambda server. Now the keyword that we should have here is pulsating sea of cloud whale. Ooh, and stalking betrayed nothingness. The Maiden's Plot. This is what the Maiden's Plot is good for. Nice. Bum bum bum. Oh, here goes a person. Wing. Wing's got nothing. Heavy leg armor. Okay. The boxed lunch. So for this, he wants the boxed lunch, which is what that's good for. Panta, what you got? Okay, Panta. The cave bear hood for 12 pure water. Sprite hands for 12 pure water. And key axe for ice bar. I've already made that trade. I kind of want these sprite hands. So do we have the pure water? I don't. Okay. Miyanosuke, what you got? We'll take that. I will go ahead and store some of these items. We're going to store that. We're storing the Thunder Dad, the Yoshida, the Cat's Hat. Okay. Miyanosuke, I already talked to him. And we're going to be selling some things. I'm going to be replacing those with level 3 versions. I'm going to keep the level 2 summons. And I think Sneaky here has maybe level 2 summons? No, he has level 1s. And the Pegasus Comet. Okay, what do you want for the Pegasus Comet? Because I think that's a better weapon for Balmon. Either way, I'm going to give it to
How are you
Balmon.
An expensive item?
Yeah, definitely a better weapon for Balmon. Have we talked big? What you got to trade? Nothing. That's Black Rose. Master. Everybody has the Pegasus Comet now that I've got it. Okay. Back to Theta server. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick little break. I will be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Now, let's find trade partners here. Blair, what you got? The cat's gloves. Okay, what do you want for cat's gloves? Magnolia miso. Okay. All of my stats go up if I equip the cat's gloves. Okay, cat's gloves it is. And that's the same. Waffle. What you got, Waffle? Dreams of Yore. What do you want for the Dreams of Yore? The Field Deed. Okay. Now I have the Dreams of Yore. Sachiko! What you got for me, Sachiko? Anything? Nothing? Go away. Actually, you have this as level 48 weapon for a twin blade. So let's see if I can grab that. Bill, what you got? A level 50 weapon for a blade master. That's an even better weapon for Balmung, so we're gonna get that. Seema, what you got here? Ninja and the Desert Axe. What do you want for the Desert Axe? Okay, kind of a weird one. Get back here. Binkay, what you got? You got nothing, really. Cyan, what you got? Gimme Life. A 51 rare weapon for Blade Master, okay. What do you want for the Gimme Life? The Rogue Fragment, or the Rouge Fragment. Right here.
How are you faring?
Up, Belmont. Kyoko! You have. Actually,
How are you
Belmont,
faring?
I am going to give you something. I'm going to give you the 7th seal.
Thank you. I will. How are you?
Anything else I need to give you? I can get them both at 51 rare if I give up these. I mean... an old waffle advert. I'm gonna consider giving these to them. Okay, the elf is right here.
Yeah?
First, we're gonna store the ladies' gloves. And the desert axe. And then I'm gonna withdraw. Well, first let's take a look here. The Phoenix's Fire is a level 55 rare weapon. Okay. I had a feeling I had another piece of cat's equipment in here. I think the lady's cap is still gonna be better for me than the cat's. Okay. Belle doesn't have anything, so we're going to store the cat's hat. $24, $23. I think I'll store both of those and the Gimme Life. I was right there on the store screen. We're gonna store Gimme Life. Phoenix Fire and Dreams of Yore, I'm going to trade off. That's Belle. That's Noble. NK I've already traded with. Cyan I've already traded with.
Yeah?
That's Rose. We're gonna gift Rose for the Dreams of Yore.
You sure I...
Mackie I haven't traded with. And Mackie has nothing I'm interested in. Wing have something I want? Not specifically. Cyan. Where's Balmont? Where did he go?
How are you faring? An expensive item like that.
Okay. Oh, look, that weapon matches him so cool. Okay. Back to Delta server. Bird's Eye Potato Waffles. They waffling versatile? I have no idea what that. I've never heard that before in my life. No idea what that is. Wing, Mackie, John, we haven't traded yet. John, you got nothing worth trading. That's a Mackie. Oh, M78. Nova. Nothing. Michi, no. Ragnar. Dachi, Rising Sun. Okay, that's Nova. That's Mackie, that's Wing. We got 3 people standing back here. Okay, first, what do you want for the sports drink? I think I might have. No, I don't. What was on his best start? Did have you believe building material? Absolutely not. This is true. Okay. Either way, you want 6 burning oil. Okay. You are M78. And Nako. Yate. Okay. Let's jump back to Sigma server, see if they have anything new over here. I have never had a potato waffle. Alu. You know what I can do? Never mind. Okay, I'm just gonna buy up some rest of the stuff here. Oh, nice. Okay. I've seen who needs these, but I don't remember who they are right off the bat. I've seen them for trade, though. It's not Manosuke. I am gonna go ahead and save. Just in case. It's not Wing. I don't think it's a Sorolla. It wasn't in this town that I saw them in, though. It was in Lambda server. Which is where we need to go anyway. Okay, so it's not Juta. Ooh, is it Koji? No, I don't think so. I'm going to do a quick Google search of these items so that I know what I'm looking for. Doll amulet trade dot hack. Okay. Okay, I'm looking for Stare and Fool. And these two trades give me the other two pieces of the cat's armor. Which... Okay, so I'm looking for Stare and Fool. Who I've seen them both. Let me go ahead and delete that. Okay, so now I've written down who it is I'm looking for. So we'll be able to identify them on site. Which makes it a lot easier. Now I can just jump back and forth. I'm sure there are fried potatoes, like floating around. But yeah, it's waffle. We have waffle fries at like some fast food places, and that's waffle right there. That's Alu. I'm looking for Fool and Stare. That's Alpha. That's Benoit. Acerola. Binky. Sachiko. Benoit. Try it back on Delta servers. Yes, waffle fries are also called crisp cut fries. Yuki, Nija, M78. Does Tim have betrayed? Okay. Grid. That's Sachiko. Yuki and Nija. Okay. Back to Lambja. That sounds pretty cool. Nijukata. I'd like to have one of those. Wing. Borscht. Lisa and Yuki. That's heavy. We're just floating around looking for the last two trades right now. That's Nova. That's Wing. That's Tim. That's Alu. That's Black Rose. That's Sachiko. Nikoski. Irami. M78. Koji. Nija. I think I've encountered all the people that are currently on this server. Nova, yeah. Okay, let's try Theta server. I think what I'm going to end up cooking for Nari Mom and myself after stream is grilled cheese sandwiches. There's Seema, there's Belle. There's Wing, there's Hinako. Yuki, Waffle, and Nija. And Belle. And Sal. Back to Delta Server. If I don't find them in Delta Server, I'm going to log out and then log back in, and that might switch it up a little bit. Go big. Henry, Machina. Heavy. Okay, who's hanging out back here? Okay. We're gonna log out and then log back in and see if that fixes it. You've not eaten cheese in quite a while. You don't remember when? Probably Christmas. Okay. Wing. Panta. Panta's new. I did talk to Panta before, though. Here's Yuji. That's Seema. There's Fool. Now we got the cat's boots. Now we only need to find Stare. Cat's boots are an improvement across the board again. Okay, so we'll go with the cat's boots. And if I find Stare and the item that Stares gives me is an improvement across the board, I will swap the lady's gloves for the cat's gloves. Because if you're wearing all the cat's gear, you get a special summon. So now we just need to find Stare. That's Wing, that's Gyoko. Terra, M78. Usugi, John, and Koji. Have we talked to Usugi? I think so, because I have all your stuff. There's quests. Haven't seen quests in a minute. Okay. Lambda server. Is it a dog? Who? Stare? There's quests again. There's Flare. I think it's called the Meow Summon. I don't actually remember it. The goblin, the gear you get from the goblins does a similar thing. There again. Here's Hayate. Sigma. Binke. Blair. Ozo something. Ozo. I'm just call him Ozo. And there's John. Imagine being an MMO and getting the name John. You are far too happy, Milky. Teria. Well, I think originally you probably would be able to get Balmung. Not quite as common as John, but after he became the descendant of Fianna, I don't think anybody would be getting Balmung. Where is Stare? Back to Delta server. Bell, wing, stare. Okay. I'm losing physical attack. But I'm getting a buff in all of my defenses over there. And being pretty much immune to all the status effects it would be a good thing. Okay, where's the L? Now that I thought that gave me access. I thought that gave me a special ability having all the cat stuff. Let me double check the cat stuff. So there are... Do I have the cat's blades? I don't. Okay. Okay, so then I will just make the distinction between which is stronger. I think I'm gonna take the lady's cap. Definitely taking the cat's male. I think I'm... Yeah, I think I'll take it like that. So, put that back in there. And we're gonna keep the lady killers. Alright. We went to 66 to 67, back to 66. Okay, Lambda server. Where we now have two options before us. Level 70, level 70. Let's check out Stalking Betrayed Nothingness. You felt how cringe 6-7 was? Didn't I have a party before I came here? Yeah, I thought I had a party when I came in here. Okay. I'll go this way and try to avoid things until we actually get into the dungeon. Oh, there it is. Balmung just auto ran into the wall there. Okay. 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 I kinda want to investigate those solo rooms. Wensleydale's strong cheese. Your grandparents would send a load at Christmas. I think the last cheese thing you had was brie, which is basically Ponzi mozzarella. I like mozzarella. Okay. All right. Really?
Back spiral! Back spiral!
Okay.
Recruit! Back spiral!
That done!
Taste the sword of justice. Okay. Bam.
Ram! All right!
Darkness slash! All right!
Alright. Let them blast off some cures.
All right!
Ricky! Ricky! Ricky!
Alright. Now, trekking back through all of these long hallways. Also reminds me, when we were in the car on the night out, someone would announce random cheese round, and we went around the car saying cheese names until someone lost. I don't know why that seems like a very British thing. One of the things that we would do on car trips, me and some buddies of mine, is we would play 6 Degrees from Kevin Bacon. And so the idea plays off of that, like everybody in the world is connected by 6 degrees of separation. So like, you know, within 6 people, everybody on the planet. We did that with actors and being in movies with Kevin Bacon, so that you could connect any actor in the world to Kevin Bacon by like 6 jumps or less. So you would say something like, I don't know, Jack Black, right? And you would have to connect Jack Black to Kevin Bacon in like less than 6 jumps. So let's say Jack Black was in a movie with, I don't know, Will Smith, because they were both in what's it called, Enemy of the State, right? And so then you would look at who else was in Enemy of the State, and like, so Jack Black to Will Smith, because Will Smith was an Enemy of the State. Now how close can Will Smith get to Kevin Bacon, right? And Will Smith was in a movie with what's his name? I'm forgetting everybody's names here. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to Google his names. Come on. Google, help me with names. I'm losing all of my names. I forget his name, but he was in X-Men First Class, right? And Kevin Bacon was in X-Men First Class, so you can jump Jack Black to Kevin Bacon in like 2 jumps. I can't remember anybody's names, and Google is failing me. But yeah, we used to do that on car trips.
All right.
I don't know if he was upset about that or not.
All right. All right.
All right. I'm gonna take a quick little break. I will be right back. Alrighty, I have returned. Okay. One more fight and then we're down to the next floor. There's one of these guys again. Oh, we got that guy's number with the lightning. But yeah, the idea of 6 degrees of separation applies to everybody. It's a theory that they can't prove right, but they've been unable to prove wrong. Because every time they apply it to somebody, they find that they can connect them to pretty much any other person by 6 jumps or less. Did I get the helmet? The cat helmet? Yes, but it turns out there's cat blades that I also need to get that I don't have, so I don't have what I need to do the cat thing. Okay. So there's just fights over there, so I don't even need to go that way. Right.
All right.
Okay, this is good. No data bugs in this dungeon.
There, cat egg.
I do have the lady's hat. It was a Wikipedia Hitler thing. I mean, I don't know if that would have the same 6 degrees of separation rule.
There, cat egg.
Okay. Get back here.
All right. Hurrah! Hurrah!
All right.
All right.
Okay, one more. More of a race than 6 degrees of separation. Bam. And now we get to see what's special about this dungeon. Okay, with those level 1 twin blade weapons again.
That's...
Skate's wand.
Wand?
Bingo.
Huh?
Sora.
Thank
Now,
you?
this guy is interesting. This is he's a character from Dot Hack Sign named Sora, who disappears halfway through Dot Hack Sign because he gets data drained by Skaith. So we find out here the Skaith actually turned him into his wand. But that just freed Sora. Now, why is Sora such an interesting character, one might ask? Well, there is a sequel game to these Dot Hack games called Dot Hack GU, where you play a character, and I'm losing his name. Dot Hack GU character. Haseo, that's right. Haseo, the Terror of Death, controlled by real-world player Ryu Misaki. And one of the interesting things is that Sora is also controlled by Ryu Misaki. The character of Sora in Dot Hack Sign that was data drained, turned into Skaith's wand, and then you free him here and he wakes up from his coma, comes back and is the main character in the next Dot Hack game, Dot Hack GU. Yeah. But we got Sora's Blades, which is a level 34 rare weapon. Which gives us death, but we lose a lot of stuff. So we're going to ditch the Sora's Blades in the elf shop. And then we're on to the is it a Kingdom Hearts crossover? It could be. Sora's Blades go in there. And then to the item shop. Okay. How am I looking on those healing potions? I think 72 is probably enough. Let us on to the final area. Pulsating sea of cloud whale. Kingdom Hearts is a god pull on 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Disney, Marvel, Bacon just need to connect whoever to any part of Kingdom Hearts. Well, with Kevin Bacon, there's so many, like if you can connect anybody to Tom Hanks, you've got one jump to Kevin Bacon. And Tom Hanks has been in movies with dozens and dozens of people. If you, more than dozens. If you can connect anybody to Bill Paxton, you've got one jump to Kevin Bacon. If you can connect anybody to Gary Sinise, you've got one jump to Kevin Bacon. Because all three of them were in Apollo 13 with Kevin Bacon. If you can connect anybody to... No, we're still talking about Kevin Bacon, but Kevin Bacon and Tom Hanks were in Apollo 13. So if you can connect somebody to Tom Hanks, you're one jump from Kevin Bacon. Bill Paxton was also in Apollo 13. So if you can connect anybody to Bill Paxton, you're one jump from Kevin Bacon. Gary Sinise was also in Apollo 13. So if you can connect anybody to Gary Sinise, you're one jump away from Kevin Bacon. If you can connect anybody to... You want some bacon? What was the name of the guy that was in Greece? Oh my god, why can't I remember anybody's names now? But if you can remember, if you can connect anybody to him, you're one jump away from Kevin Bacon because they were both in Face Off. Travolta, yeah, Travolta and Bacon have been in a movie together, so you're one. John Travolta, yeah. If you connect anybody to John Travolta, you're one jump away from Kevin Bacon. If you can connect anybody to anyone that was in the X-Men First Class movie, you're one jump away from Kevin Bacon because Kevin Bacon was in that movie. So, like, it's really, really easy to connect people to Kevin Bacon. Oh, I hope I have everything I need to hack this area. I think I do. Yeah, because I only need the one, the V. Here we go. Gate hack. Look at this. Fancy. And then in here, it's just like every other dungeon. Okay. Hopefully these aren't data bugs. But it's these bastards again.
Back spiral!
Got him! Okay, now horse and fortune war. And...
Bloody egg!
Not those bastards again, please. Thank you. Really? They're both paralyzed?
Hurrah!
Okay. Now, fortune Y. Nice. And I can show you guys now. If you look over here, you see how data drain has gone back to like a blue-green? That's because I haven't used it in a long time and I've killed a whole bunch of enemies, and that makes the infection rate go down. Okay. Right. Okay. Bam. Quake Beast Fur. Well, that sounds important. Probably isn't, but it sounds important. Did you get back your levels? Yes, I have leveled back up to where I was before. Okay.
All right. All right.
Bam. All right. What we got in here? Oh, these bastards again. I haven't even got to the boss yet, and I burned through half the recovery drinks that I had. Just because of these bastards right here. Okay, we're data draining this asshole, so he stops. Oh. I'm not a fan of how they put the most annoying enemies back to back to back to back to back leading up to a boss fight. Like, again, it's the same fucking, every room of this dungeon has been 3 of these motherfuckers. Every single room. What sucks is they can potentially one-shot the entire party just like that, and there's nothing that I can do because I can't, when they're attacking me, I can't move and I can't take an action. I just have to stand there and wait for their attack to finish, and then if another one starts casting the attack, then I have to wait for that attack to finish. But then if a third one starts casting, I have to wait for that to finish, but by the time that's finished, the first one is casting again. It's like there's nobody tested this stuff together to find out if this was actually like a good thing. I hate that they keep falling back on this one design thing. Let's give an enemy super speed and then let him spam an ability that locks your party in place. So you get next to him, he starts casting, super speeds away, casts again, so you can never actually catch the motherfucker. And the only thing that you can use to lock him in place is magic, but he's immune to magic. That's the only kind of difficulty that they seem to be able to make. Yeah.
How are you faring? All right. How are you faring?
What else can I give you?
Regime! Regime! Regime!
Okay. Here we go. Just don't give me the same group of enemies, please. There we go. Nice enemy from the last dungeon. Okay.
Bloody egg!
Be on guard.
Okay. Yeah, we found out in the last dungeon we have this guy's number.
All right.
You just die already.
How?
Now I could just turn around and leave this room and not fight that guy, right? No, it auto locks the door on me. Luckily it's another one of these guys.
Regime!
All right. Up room.
Okay.
Golden egg.
We gotta see what's over here though. More of these guys.
Recruit. Grab!
Bam. Nice. And fortune wear on that. Went on the Bill Paxton tangent because you thought your much older sister said she dated him. But it wasn't who I thought.
All right.
I think most people probably know Bill Paxton from Twister. But there are a few other people who probably know him from either Alien or, well, probably not Terminator, but Alien. We're gonna die, man! I think everybody knows his Alien performance. Okay.
Rigged in! Rigged in!
Here we go. The balls.
That's the cause of the infection? All right, let's go!
Back spiral!
Oh, we're wrong!
Done.
Step forward!
Okay, wow, that took 10 years for it to stop.
Back spiral! Back spiral! Back spiral! Back spiral! Back spiral! Back spiral! Back spiral!
Just watch, guys. I am just watching. Don't worry about that.
Back spiral! Ram! Back spiral! Back spiral! Back spiral!
Okay.
Back spiral! Back spiral! Back spiral!
This is how you fight super bosses, right?
Back spiral! Back spiral! Back spiral! Back spiral! Back spiral! Back spiral! Back spiral!
I am soon gonna have to start managing their health via their death.
Back spiral! Recruit! Back spiral! Back spiral!
Okay. Oh, they just straight up killed it.
I've killed the root of the infection, so it should be fine now.
I was expecting it to, like, break so I could data drain it. But no, they just... They murdered the thing. Yeah, of course, you let the peasantry do the work. You got so many images. I was not I was expecting it to break so I could data drain it. Okay, okay, we just apparently just murdered that one. So I'm going to sell off some extra stuff that we have because my inventory is full. Okay. And let's go to the latest town so that I can get my items and stuff filled back up. That is the Sigma server. Okay, items. Recovery drink. Can I buy all the recovery drinks that I need? I can't. I can get myself to 60. Okay, that burned all of the money. Okay, time to save. All right, that's it. That's the end of .hack Outbreak. Finally, I can update everything that I need to do over here. We can delete. Now, the next is Omega Bigoted Snowflakes Capsule, which is in .hack Quarantine. So, we're going to be starting .hack Quarantine next week on Tuesday. And Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to be working through .hack Quarantine. The next stream is tomorrow. We're going to be playing Bear and Breakfast. More hanking around.
Emotional damage.
Yes. I'm not sure how emotional damage applies, but yay! End of .hack Outbreak. Yay! Bear and Breakfast. More hanking around. And then we have Pow World on Friday. Yeah. And I'm not sure what, if anything, is going to be happening on Monday. Because Mondays haven't been falling in place all that much. Bum, 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 bum. Checking to see if anything's happening tonight. It doesn't look like there is anything happening. I saw that draining and racing, but it's not over yet. We got one more. We got one more game. .hack Quarantine. And then after Quarantine, it's over. Yeah. We got one more. Just look at all of the entries with .hack Outbreak, going from level 50 to level 69. Hey, look at this! We went 6-7, then 6-9. Nice. Oh, okay, so. Trying to think if there's anything else that I need to mention. I'm going to go prepare some foods for Nari Mom and I. And mention the stream tomorrow and the stream on Friday. All the meme numbers, yes.
Good job.
Thank you. It is a good job. I'm thinking about maybe taking good job and making that and head pats the same thing, so that when head pats activate, it goes good job and then head pats. Might do that. I need to make a note so I don't forget that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, you get 2 redeems for the price of 1. I don't know why it took me so long to think about just combining those 2 things together. But yeah, that seems like every time I hear good job, I expect to look over there and see head pats, and I'm like, there's no head pats. I need to fuse these, and then I promptly forget. So I made a note. Now I can just forget to look at the note. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Okay. That's Nari Mom from the other room. I do. Thinking about reminds you of Wallace and Gromit, always in quote. And I do have a lot on my mind, especially at the start of the month, trying to figure out how all the things are gonna get paid and how the food's gonna happen. And the 2 biggest things. Is it arson? Arson? Yeah, someone arson about. Yeah, the two biggest things of my thing is Nari Mom needs some personal hygiene stuff, and the cat needs cat litter. And like altogether that's like $40. I'm like, oh. And then figuring out the telephone, because I gotta get the telephone done so that we can call and figure out where the mom's nebulizer medicine is, because it's not here. They delivered the nebulizer, they didn't deliver the medicine, and the guy's like, usually the medicine gets here before I do. And I'm like, yep, well, no medicine has arrived. Yeah. Anywho, that's gonna be it for the stream for today. I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to go and prepare some foods for Nari Mom and I. Now I'll be back tomorrow with more Bear and Breakfast. Let's see who is out and about in Twitch land that we can drop a raid on. Oh no, why has the Twitch stopped? Oh, there we go. Who do we know that's doing some fun stuff? Hum fun stuff. Hum. Glenn! Glenn is online. We're gonna raid Glenn. If Twitch is allowing me to hit the button and not twitching. Yes, alright, so I will drop you guys off with Glenn, who is playing Schedule 1. Yeah. And I will be back tomorrow with more Bear and Breakfast. We will be hanging about. So yeah, well, thank you guys for watching, and thanks for donating via Throne and Throne items and stuff. And Wololo. What? Wololo, did you do something else? Has other things happened? thank you for the donation. For cat litter and the mom stuff. Much appreciated. And also for the things on the throne as well. Always much appreciated. Now, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Because I think the raid is about to happen. 11 seconds. Alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more hanging about. Have fun. Bye.